a man too much attention will make him pull away from you, because he is going to be surprised. Though you may think that men like attention, yes, everybody does, man or woman. But when it comes to men, it's the opposite way. You wanting too much attention, well, not you wanting too much attention from them, but you paying too much attention to them means that you want them to just be with you. This is their analogy, like she is trying to cave me in. I don't want that. I don't like this type of control. He's going to view you as a controlling woman. Why are you paying too much attention to him? It should be the other way, because in his mind, you are a subject of his interests. That's how come he wants to come to you, okay, with the attention. You can pay attention to him, but not too much. In that case, he will run away from you. He's going to say, well, that girl is too controlling, she's nagging. Whenever a man says that you're too controlling, you're nagging, it's because you're paying too much attention to him. If you were not paying this much attention to him, he wouldn't tell his friends or people that you are nagging and controlling. You want to know his way about all his activities. He can't even get out of the house without you calling him. Okay, you have shared his locations. Sharing location with a guy, usually we say is for safety, right? But a man is going to be that has controlling, because some women are really controlling. Let's be honest. Some women, they are just unbearable to a point where it's like obnoxious. You don't want to be in their presence, and it doesn't give room for love to grow. If you are a controlling woman, if you are a woman that cannot breathe without a man or her man, yes, you guys are in a relationship, but it is not the end of the world. You need to find a way to get busy and leave this man alone. Give him room to miss you, because he's going to pull away. And if he does, I support him. You don't want to be murdered by anyone. Like that's too much. So therefore, I mean, too much of anything in life, like I would say, is too much. Too much is more. So be careful how you put your attention on a man. There is few ways that you can avoid this. Is to create a distance between you and this man. No matter how much you love him, let him come to you sometimes. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean you are ignoring him, because some women do not know how to create a distance between themselves and a man without conflict. It seems as if the only time some women can create a distance between them and their man is when there is conflict between the two. And I'm here to say that you don't need conflict in order for you to create a distance, a healthy distance, by the way, and I quote healthy, okay, not a toxic one. Because if you're trying to create a toxic distance so he can come begging and crawling for you, then I'm like, this is not the case. In this case, I am referring to normal relationship whereby there isn't conflict. A man feeling as if you are paying too much attention to him. A man feeling as if you are overbearing, you are controlling, and he cannot have life outside of being with you. I want you to know this thing. Being with you can get boring. Yeah, that's how come you cannot be with yourself, because you are bored with the person that you are. So therefore you are clinging and hanging on to this man. And I'm here by saying, create a hobby. Leave this man alone. Create a hobby, create a distance. Even if you two live under the same roof, create a distance. Like, be in the living room while he's in the room. Go in the flex room while he's in the room. Go in the basement. Like, find some activities to do in the house. If it's watching your show, have it designated. Maybe the guest room. Go to the guest room. Something like that. Create a distance. If you guys only live in one bedroom and a living room, go for it. Go to the living room. If you live in a studio apartment, go to the library if you want to read. Like, create a distance so he can miss you. Well, some women will come here and tell me that, Rose, there's no way for me to get away from him because we live in a little tiny studio apartment in New York. We all know about the New York apartment crisis. You know how expensive, the cost of living is. So sometimes you guys are in a very tiny room and you cannot get away from each other. But that cannot be an excuse. You can still get away from each other. You can go to the gym. You can go grocery shopping. You can go to the library. You can go, somewhere and create a distance. Let him miss you. Okay? If you like yoga, go to yoga. How about that? You can go to yoga. You don't have to be in his face all the time. Let him wonder where you have been for the past 30 minutes or for the past hour. Let him think like, where is my woman? I miss her. I need to see her. Let him wonder and let him feel as if he has to find out where you are. The act of picking up the phone to text you or call you to find out where you are, that's what is going to make him closer to you. Like you will get what you want without being needy and how you imposing. You don't need to be imposing in order for a man to know your worth or want to be with you or fall in love. And also, I want you to know that men fall in love in your absence, by the way. They don't fall in love when your behind is just all over him. Do you understand me? He doesn't fall in love with you because you have the best performance in the bedroom. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work, okay? The only way that men fall in love is through absence. Absent. What the? I'm so sorry. What am I saying? Absence. Okay. Absent. When you are absent, through your absence. Damn it, Rose. Make it make sense already. Brain fog, whatever it is, or language fog, whatever. Like I'm saying, let's get back to what I was saying, right? Create a distance and he's going to fall in love when you are not home. Yeah, the act of him wondering where you are, that's the exact act that is going to make him fall for you. The exact act that is going to make him want to be in your presence and not feel as if it is overbearing. Want to be in your presence because he misses you, because he just want to cuddle with you, because you're his woman. Oh my God, come and kiss and hug me, something like that. Not to a point where you are kissing, hugging him, and he's saying, "Get off me." You never want to place yourself in a scenario like that, where a man is saying, "Get off me, come and get away." Oh, I'm going to see the boys, because your ass is overbearing. Now he has to create alibis, just cause he wants to feel as if he's not being smothered by you, by your behind, actually. You see, so men are human too, by the way. He's going to pull away further and further from you, and it could lead to a breakup. Because there is one thing that women don't understand about men. Men like to chase. You pulling away from him doesn't mean you are ignoring him. By nature or innately, they like to chase. Women, they like to chase you down. So you want to make yourself interesting in the eyes of the man. Create a distance. Even if you're in a relationship, don't test him in the morning. You don't have to test him in the morning. I'm sorry. Let him wonder why he hasn't heard from you. Let him call you. Let him test you. Okay, don't test him. He is the man. He needs to do the chasing. If he cannot chase you, so be it. When he's chasing you, that's when he wants to get serious with you. When he's chasing you, that's mean he is developing some feelings. And the man cannot pretend, to love you. It's either they love you or, they cannot pretend to be interested in you. It's either they're interested in you or not. Simple as that. It's either they love you or not. They cannot pretend, and you're going to find this out in their action, the way they act. They want close proximity. They want to be in your face. You, the woman, should be saying no to a man. If I mean no, meaning get away from me, I'm going to hang out with my girl. You need to be the one trying to create alibi just to get away from him, because that's how much he is into you. And I'm going to say this again. When a man is into you, then you are into him, that relationship is guaranteed to last, because you have the control. And the reason why you want it this way is because men, they're very visual, and they are not stable when it comes to their desire. Their desire is a variable, meaning it changes. So if he desires you this much, his likelihood of cheating is less. That's how come the dynamics of a relationship should always be in your favor. I know it's going to sound very selfish. I know the men are going to hate me for saying this, but I am Rose. I can't help it. I have to be honest to these ladies, okay? So you want a relationship dynamics, okay, whereby the man is invested into you than you are. because I'm going to question you, ladies. I'm going to ask you how many, well, in your past 5 relationships, which one of those men broke up with you and broke your heart the hardest? I'm sure it was the one you were invested in, right? You will remember this man who broke your heart because you were more invested into him than he was. That's how come it's painful. But you didn't tell me about the one you broke their heart. You will say, well, Rose, you said which one, you see, which one broke your heart? I said, in your past 5 relationship, which one of those men did you invested in the most and the one that is memorable? I'm sure you love them more than they love you. And I'm sure of that. So whenever a relationship is like that, the man is going to be the winner in that relationship because he has the advantage. You as a woman, you should always aim to have the advantage in the relationship if you want it to last. If you don't want it to last and you want to chase vanity metrics, or you want to chase a quick fix, go for it. Then go for someone you love more. And then please don't come back here and complain that your ass was your heart was broken, your ass was dumb for another woman, and the woman that he left you for is not better than you physically. Physically she may not be better than you, but that is the woman that he wants, and you wanted him. So it's 2 different things, my dear. You wanting him, you are playing a masculine role. Him chasing the other woman, he is more in his masculinity, my dear. I'm sure you didn't see that coming. So create a distance between you and your boyfriend or your husband, even if you're married. If you're married, you better, because there's one thing I will tell you: there's nothing bothersome than married. How you call it? A married woman who cannot let her husband breathe, whereby he has to find activities in the yard, alone in the moon, because your ass is all over him, creating a man cave just to get away from your behind. Coming out with projects around the house just because your ass is overbearing. You don't want that. Okay, always create a distance or they're going to pull away, and don't blame them if they do. Again, uncommon theories, uncommon answer. My name is Rose, and I shall always remain the Rose that you know. Thank you.